right, welcome everybody to Comics Asylum Live. We've got a news edition here, and joining Vaughn and myself, we have our partner in crime, J-Man. What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
I see you've got the Ben Riley outfit, so here's the pick for today.
Yeah, nobody likes Ben Riley, so screw you guys. I'm putting on the
Ben Riley to support.
Yeah, it fits my hat. I can't buy hats. None of them fit me.
That one does. So, you look good in that one.
Yeah, no. There's four. No. I buy them by the fit. So I just go. I need a Spider-Man hat. No, this one fits perfect. I don't care if it's Ben Riley. I like Ben Riley.
I don't even try hats anymore. They just they don't fit. So
I don't know what it is. Like this is the 3930 or whatever.
Okay.
39. So it's like the large, extra large,
and
even that's a little it's okay. I don't know. Anyway,
it works.
It does work. So we, like when you have a plan and then it's like the plan says no.
Right.
This is what this image is right here is the plan saying no. I was all prepared to talk Invincible, a little Buffy the Vampire Slayer, go into Firefly, and then I know Vaughn, you love Jack Ryan.
Yeah.
But then I wake up this morning and it's like, and we were talking about this a couple of days ago. When is this dropping?
Yeah.
And it dropped this morning. So initial thoughts before we go through the clips, the stills. Any thoughts on the trailer overall? We'll start with you at the bottom, Vaughn, and then we'll move on up to J-Man.
I liked it. I like the tonality of it all. I like what direction that they're headed in. It's a more mature Spider-Man as well too, so I do like that. So I'm all about it. Like I like the idea of kind of pushing him into more of his adult phase of things, getting him out some of the kiddie stuff, and I'm not too sure if I like some of the other parts that they're doing with the maturity, like his powers and some of that Ben Riley kind of mutation stuff. But I guess they got to take it somewhere, right?
This is true. J-Man, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm kind of with Vaughn. I'm not really for or against anything. I'll see the movie. I'm seeing it anyways. It's Spider-Man. I'll buy it on 4K. I bought the other ones. I'm not like super dying for these movies in general. To me, the Tobey Maguire ones, including Part 3, those three have been better than any of the other Spider-Mans that have come since, in my opinion. This is fine. Like I mean, we'll see it. Like Scorpion has no mask. We'll break it down. Like initial thoughts is like I'm seeing it anyways. So it looks like I'll have more fun with this than I will with Supergirl or what were some of the other ones? I don't even remember.
I think that's the only really major one coming out as of Infinity War later this year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Doomsday.
There's Doomsday.
Yeah. Doomsday. Yeah. Thanks for the $10, man. We just started. We got $10. That's great.
Thanks for that. That's great. Thanks for that. So first of all, hello everyone. Thanks for all the comments. The comments were blowing up even before we got on, so this is great. I agree with both of you. It's kind of funny because I'm probably, even though I'm not dressed like J-Man, I'm probably like the Spider-Man stan amongst the three of us.
Oh, for sure.
And I have, how do I put it? I've almost divorced myself from Spidey because I'm tired of being let down. Like,
are we all though?
Yeah, like I'm not saying that
X-Men, right?
Like Green Lantern-esque, where it's like there's no green.
Mm-hmm.
But
at least it's Spider-Man. Like I can look, that his costume looks good. We can agree on that.
This may be the second best costume behind the Andrew Garfield costume.
It's very close. I might like it more. I
might like it more, and it's also got the 70s coloring.
Yeah, I like that.
It's not the dark blue. It's kind of got that light blue kind of look that we had in the 70s.
I do like the vibrantness, even though the trailer itself has a dark tone.
It's like dark. You know what's really interesting? His Peter Parker scenes, they're dark.
Yeah,
Spider-Man scenes are shot light.
You're right.
That's going to be an interesting kind of way to look at it. But I watched this, and other than referencing a period of Spider-Man that basically pushed me off of the Spidey bus, which is One More Day, Brand New Day.
Yeah.
Then the Straczynski one where he basically molts, and you'll see this, and he becomes like his spider powers. It's part of the spider totem. stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's the totem stuff, right?
Right. So, I'm sure Ezekiel might show up at some point.
Not this movie, probably the next movie.
Maybe.
He's in Madam Web is Ezekiel. So this is the same universe still, right? Or no?
Or is it because they're thinking of rebooting all the villains? So who knows? But I am happy because you mentioned Scorpion, Mike Mando, who we had a chance to interview a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy that they're finally getting back to that character because Scorpion's one of my faves.
Scorpion's one of my faves. He needs to have his helmet. Like he needs to have a mask and helmet. Like I don't know if that's just in that scene it's off, but why is it off and he's fighting with his tail? It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. We like the other guys like Boomerang. I mean, we saw a whole ton of guys.
Oh my God,
I don't even know where to start.
It's where to start. It's where to start.
Who was the guy
I was feeling Boomerang
too in the purple outfit.
Pardon?
There was another guy in like a purplish-ish outfit. Was that Boomerang?
I think that was Tarantula.
Tarantula. So there are a couple of, we'll get to them, but there are a couple of shots in here where they just basically took covers, right? Or
they did. I noticed that. There's at least 3 or 4 covers. Yeah.
There's Spectacular Spider-Man #1.
Yeah.
I think there's a relaunch of Spider-Man. I don't know which volume. The one where he's kind of bent and Boomerang's throwing stuff at him. That's from a cover.
Almost seems like a Super McFarlane type cover.
Yeah, I think Vaughn's right. I think there was the McFarlane. I saw the McFarlane one. We saw Spec 1. We saw Fantasy 15. What else?
There's definitely Amazing Fantasy 15.
Yeah, I mean that's 3, but I mean like I've only watched it twice. Once on my phone when I woke up, like in bed. I'm like, oh yeah, Spider-Man trailer. That's how everybody watches it now. And then
J-Man, I was doing the same thing.
and then I watch it on my iPad, which is a bit better. And then I'll graduate to my I'm off today, but my wife is working, so her office is where the TV is. So it's like I'll watch it on the big screen afterwards.
Right.
I'll watch it on TV later tonight as well too, like seeing it in like great quality. Because there's some stuff that was really hard to discern because it is a little bit darker than normal. There's a couple of the fight scenes later in the trailer that have a little bit of hard time kind of making out what's going on.
Yeah, like I couldn't tell that was Boomerang until I was looking for a still image for the thumbnail. And then I was like, oh shit, that was Boomerang. Like I couldn't tell. Like I had to somebody freeze frame. Well, you've got some freeze frames so we can see.
And Al, this is an interesting point. The final shot, it's a Daredevil versus Red Ninjas cover. So it's the hand, right?
Yeah, it's the hand, yeah.
So what for me I find interesting is that you're having Spider-Man fight the hand before Wolverine does.
Yeah.
Like it's
I mean, all this is out of order anyways.
They're all out of order.
Everything's messed up. They jump ahead. Some characters they jump ahead to what they want, like Captain Marvel. They skipped like 3 Captain Marvels or whatever it is. They skipped Ms. Marvel. They went right to and then in this one, I don't know. It's like we got Venom before anyone else. This is so weird to me. I don't know what's going on anymore. Yeah. I think they've lost. I think why you got divorced is that they lost their way a little bit. Like, what is happening? Like,
I lost it in the comics.
Yeah,
and then the movies have not been enough to really bring me back. Like like the Tobey Maguires were great, other than the third one. I love Andrew Garfield, other than his movies. And
I agree with that.
And this current Spider-Man, he's basically Iron Lad, right? So he's Tony Stark's protege. So
yeah,
I think in the first arc that wasn't true. I think they're trying to get away from distance themselves.
That's why.
I think you're right. They're and definitely in this one they're trying to, because it's like back to friendly neighborhood, and he's got nothing, and he's doing the laundry or whatever, right? Like it's there's no tech or whatever anymore.
Yeah. So I've kind of gone through a couple of the images already. It's definitely him not feeling himself anymore. Ned and MJ are off at MIT. He's kind of keeping up with them through social media, and no one remembers him. So we missed one of the slides where he's getting a key to the city. So he's getting love as Spidey, but he's not getting love as Peter Parker.
Yeah.
So the only way that he could kind of make things right was to make everyone forget about him, not because I'm Peter Parker, but because I'm Spider-Man. And so here's the War Wagon.
Yeah, Punisher.
And this is kind of like, it's kind of hilarious. Kind of harkens back to like Looney Tunes.
Yeah, it's typical. It's typical Spider-Man there, right? In a lot of that type of way. Right?
And the one thing that they're leading into that I don't think Tom Holland Spidey really did a lot of was the banter.
Yeah,
like that was more Andrew Garfield Spidey, and it's kind of weird it's kind of this kind of feels like an amalgamation of Tobey
Yeah, they're taking bits and pieces.
and Andrew Garfield's Spidey to give Tom Holland kind of like that. I don't know what's missing in his. They took from both of those,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seems
Andrew
they're
is
more into
saying-
some of the humor, some of the banter. There's a little bit more back and forth because most of the time he's been in this suit before. He
Yeah.
wasn't really talking like this, right? He would like have one quips, not like as much. But we'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that they're trying to push more.
Yeah, for sure.
If they take the right combination of, because Toby, like Andrew Garfield himself
Yeah,
felt more like the comic Spider-Man, but then the Tobey Maguire movies were just better. They're just better all around. Like there's more heart to them. The adventures better. The villains were better.
yeah.
Obviously, the villains were way better. So I don't. Aunt May was better, I thought, in Tobey Maguire. So to me, Tobey Maguire is the champion still.
Spider-Man 2 alone, and then even one.
Awesome.
Like
Yeah, those
can't
are awesome.
quibble with those two movies.
Mhm.
Right.
And Spider-Man 3, I liked Venom in Spider-Man 3 better than the Venom we got, man. This is like minority opinion, I suppose, but like whatever.
Not, but also Sandman was amazing in
He
3.
looked awesome.
It was
man.
for me. It was the Riley. What is his name? The emo Peter Parker.
Mhm.
That I was kind of like.
That was
Yeah,
funny. I
Mhm.
thought it was funny. He was dancing. People making fun of the dancing. Okay, whatever. He was having a good time. And
I think it just ran too far into the
Yeah,
story.
I
There
guess
was a bit piece here and there, but it just became
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
a little bit too much.
Havoken 45 says in the comics the character Ned Leeds becomes Hobgoblin. Will he become Hobgoblin in this series of movies? Who knows?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Considering who Hobgoblin actually was
Yeah.
that run. So this might be the first great Spider-Man film since Tobey's trilogy. It could be. So we've got.
It could be. Yeah.
It could be. So like this is a panel from a comic book. Like there are a lot of
Mm-hmm.
straight from the book. So like this is straight out of a comic book. He's on top of the war wagon.
Yeah.
He's going back and forth with Punisher. Quit your whimpering. He whips up the gun. He shoots him off the gun. He lands on this tank, who I guess Punisher's chasing.
Yeah.
And then Spidey's trying to get him off. I love this panel, by the way. Like this
Great
image.
shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Travis.
Travis, what's up? Thanks for joining us.
Hello, hello.
And then he swings back in, and this is a classic kind of Spidey move.
Yeah. The slinging.
Himself right back, and
Yeah.
he kicks himself through the war wagon, kind of Deadpool-esque, like where the action takes place through the car, and then he webs up Punisher's face, which is fun.
Mhm.
And then we go into the Charlie Brown edition of Peter
Yeah,
Parker,
Charlie Brown Parker.
where the not redheaded little girl is ignoring him. So
You can't catch a break, man.
he's getting his heart broken.
Mhm.
And then he starts to go through his metamorphosis. And so this was happening in the Michael J. Straczynski run, where he was married to Mary Jane at the time, and he started to like manifest his spider powers differently. He was starting to, I think he would get little things out of his fingers. And he actually woke up one morning in a web cocoon. And I think this is around the time where Moreland beat the crap out of him. And that's how he healed up.
And all that's in this trailer right there. Yeah, you just got to that.
Trailer. And this
Yeah.
is where he's looking for like, how's he webbed up without his web shooters? And he's cocooned outside.
Came out of his butt like a real spider.
It should. Venture Brothers, you were the first to bring that there.
I don't know. Like,
So Travis says, I speculate Peter's blood could end up mixed with Bruce's, causing him to mutate into Savage Hulk.
oh yeah.
Down that road, but that's something interesting. And I have a question for you too. When does this thing take place?
So I think it takes place 4 years after, from what I've read online.
Okay, but there's something that you might notice on Bruce, which makes me wonder, when does She-Hulk take place?
Yeah, She-Hulk. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, that one's out of context. Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
So here he is getting himself looked at. If you take a look, it looks like Bruce. You might not see it in this one, but it looks like Bruce has something on his wrist.
He does. He has. Yeah.
Is the inhibitor? Yeah.
Is that an inhibiting him? Is that a remnant of his arm being healed?
Yeah.
After Infinity War or Endgame, sorry.
Yeah. as far as I remember, She-Hulk takes place a little bit farther in the timeline, I think,
Right.
in the whole TV show universe timeline between everything. But they don't really quantify a lot of that stuff, right? Because you kind of jump around all the time.
And one interesting aspect here is Bruce doesn't remember Peter, but
Right.
Hulk could.
Hulk will remember. Yeah, it's like the Sentry or whatever, right?
Right, because Hulk is mystic in certain ways.
Yeah, he's immune to Mystic in a lot of ways, yeah.
Yeah. So in She-Hulk, Bruce made an inhibitor device that keeps him human. So thanks, Jascali3391 for pointing that out.
Yeah.
And this is a classic cover. This might be 149 after this is issue Amazing Spider-Man 149 when he's trying to figure out if he's real or not. And things are going crazy. So this is a Gil Kane cover. And so it's a great image. So the DNA is mutating and it could be enormously dangerous. He's saying goodbye to Aunt May. They're talking about spiders having 3 life cycles. And then there's this villain who basically can hop from person to person.
So who is that supposed to be? I missed that.
I have no idea.
I think it's a red herring, truth be told. I have a feeling it's going to be a red herring. And this trailer is not really conveying what the true power is. It might not be the actual person who's hopping, because you have Mr. Negative that's supposed to be in there, unless they change Mr. Negative's powers, I think.
That would be a good point, because this is kind of along Negative's line, but Negative has a different power set.
He has a different power set. So I think it might be something along those lines where they're just swapping it out.
Yeah.
And
there's Scorpion, Mike Mando. He looks great.
Mm-hmm.
But man, you gotta have a helmet. Or
I mean, without the helmet, F it. Like, to me, Scorpion's one of my favorite guys. Everything I liked as a kid is based on looks.
Yeah.
Right? Spider-Man was the best looking character, so I just thought he was awesome because he looked cool. Looking cool. Shadow King. Oh, it could be the Shadow King, and then you've got Jean and all that.
Yeah.
But like, I love this actor and I liked him in the Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad and whatever. And then you saw me like, well, this will be great. So far, my villains, because my favorite villains, I like Scorpion. Vulture, Kraven, Scorpion, Mysterio. They've all been great in live action, except for Kraven wasn't a villain; he was an animal rights activist.
Right,
it's a stupid thing. But anyway, except until now, like, well, why is it he needs a helmet? Like Scorpion needs the mask. Like, I know they did them in the video games many times. Yeah. If you don't go classic, then pick a video game outfit, because any one of those video game outfits looked pretty good. Like PlayStation, whatever PlayStation it was, he looked pretty good, right? Like, I don't know. Like,
what they'll do is, this is the first fight, and he probably doesn't have the mask, and then he'll get the mask for a follow-up fight somewhere along the way
to keep him from getting concussed.
But I mean, he'd be dead. He needs, like, isn't it all one? Like, it's supposed to be like it's all one thing that he's in, right? Like, it's
Scorpion. He's supposed to be trapped in it.
He's trapped in it, right? So
he's kind of,
I don't know. That's weird.
He's kind of tragic hero, and he was actually commissioned by Jameson, right?
Yep. They should have done that. This movie should have been 90 minutes or 100 minutes with just Scorpion.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Like, what's all this bullshit? I like Boomerang. He's a great character. Why is he in this? Tarantula, very fun, kind of a silly character, but I love Spec Spider-Man. Why is he in here?
I'm with you, but I'm going to say, since, and it was mentioned in the comments earlier, that if Fisk has outlawed superheroes in New York, then basically he's hiring all of these mercenaries to take out Spidey, who's hopping
right. Who are the same thing, but we're like, this is like nonsense comic stuff. Like, don't continue. Yeah.
Like, absolutely. And so here we're getting into covergasm, as Al would say. So this is Amazing Fantasy 15.
Yeah, that was cool. There you go. There's Boomy.
Could be Todd McFarlane.
Yep.
Right.
Yep, that's Todd.
ASM 300. And then in behind the comments, we've got Boomerang.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the face shield is kind of interesting with the Boomerang thing.
He's kind of got one in certain
iterations. Yeah,
right. I'm not liking the white and
the white versus
loved for him to have that purple in there as well too. But who knows? Maybe they'll color correct it at the end. This is
Tarantula. That's Tarantula. You could see the spike feet.
Yes, okay. I want the mustache. This is an ASM. This is actually ASM, and as well as
yes,
Spider-Man.
They reused almost the same image. I remember that.
So there's Peter Parker has number 1 has this image. and then it's from ASM 134 or something.
Yeah.
And ironically, Punisher is in that arc as well too.
Is it? Okay.
What we'll have to do is we'll have to do an image versus cover
Yeah.
comparison. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll do that on a subsequent live stream. And then we have Peter in prison. So I don't know if this is part of the Back in Black when he fights Kingpin in prison. Maybe this is what this is how they're adapting it. So he's not fighting Kingpin in prison. He's going to fight the Hand in prison. But again, he's got no mask on. And I guess this is what allows you then to see his eyes when he goes full spider mode. He uses his webbing and he breaks one of the ninja's swords. And then Wolverine somewhere is pissed because that should have been him on the left. And you know what? That's a good point, actually. Unmasked again has to be a dream. You would think so. Because the whole thing is about him being secretive.
Right. Why can't he wear a mask and then they zoom into his face and then cut to his eyes turning? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's perfect, J-Man, because they actually do that earlier when he jumps off of the
and then they
down, and they give you that Iron Man look where you see.
I like the Iron Man. I thought the Iron Man movies, better or worse, whatever you think, the way they realize that costume and the way it works and the functionality is perfect. I was like, that just copy that. Like, I don't know, you don't need to reinvent this, just copy it. They did it at the beginning when he puts the mask on and jumps, and and you could kind of see inside his eye, his black eyes here, and he's talking. That's it. Like, I don't get why they're doing this weird
great
thing.
angle, and one that I didn't see coming, if you understand what I mean. Especially the way that they shoot these things.
Yeah, that was very cool, actually, in the very beginning of the trailer. And this is like nonsense. Why is he Spider-Man will absolutely obliterate the Hand. Like, what is what is going on here? This is like nonsense.
In a second.
Like, I don't care how good you are as a ninja. Like, you're dead. Spider-Man lifts cars and shit. Like, you're dead. DED dead.
And then we've got MJ. He's at the party, probably the worst party for Parker ever.
Why is he there? Did I miss? Okay, so actually, here's a question for the two of you. Did I miss something?
He lives across the hall.
No, at the end of whatever the last one, I don't know what these are called. The multiple Spider-Man one.
Right.
At the end of it, didn't he say, I thought what was going to happen is I'm completely done with all of these guys, and it's starting from scratch with just me and maybe Jameson because he's the one who's contacting Scorpion, or that's it. Why are these people back? I thought these people were done. Like, I thought we might have, the quote unquote real Mary Jane, not MJ. Like, it's just so stupid. Like, either just call her Mary Jane and make it Mary Jane Watson or not. Like, or if you want to make it a different girlfriend, call her AJ or something. Like, literally anything else.
Yeah, I thought they set that up. That her middle name, or something like that. They changed that.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just her initials.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, why I thought they were because Zendaya is popular and she's married. Is she married to him or she's his girlfriend in real life or something?
Yeah, apparently they're married. Allegedly.
Married.
Allegedly, right, Fawn?
Yeah, like I thought it was starting from scratch. Like I don't want I don't care about those other characters. They're done. I thought they were okay, but I certainly did not care about them as much as I cared about the Tobey Maguire side characters, who I thought were way better.
It's like anything. You sign a movie, you sign a contract for a couple movies, and they're wildly popular. You get a whole different audience that come in for, like, she's probably one of the two hottest artists, like female actors right now. So I can see the practicality of it all.
Think about it. For her age group, it's her, and above that, it's Scarlett.
Maybe Scarlett or Florence Pugh.
Pay.
Yeah.
But I don't think Florence Pugh is as much of a draw. Like, I don't think she can command the kind of salary that Scarlett can.
But people are going to see this regardless. Like, this movie is going to do well. It doesn't matter what this trailer is. It doesn't matter what any of us think. No. Yeah. This is going to do amazing. It's Spider-Man. Spider-Man sells tickets. His side people, Venom, he's okay. Like, all these other guys, they don't care. Sony just needs to do one Spider-Man movie every 2 years. Todd McFarlane, Tom Holland can complete his run. Do it like James Bond. He does it. Is this his fourth movie? Fourth movie, but he's been in it many times.
Yeah, this might be. Is he on 6 or 7
This
Yeah.
is his fourth.
appearances?
His fourth solo movie, but he's been in the other movies, right?
Yeah,
So,
It's got 6 appearances, I think. 6 or 7 appearances.
so 6. This is the 7th because he was in the.
and then an appearance in Daredevil. It's either Daredevil. He appears in one of the shows.
Was he?
Not in.
No.
No, I don't. I've seen all the Daredevils. I don't remember.
I don't
him in
think he's
that.
appeared in any of the shows at all physically.
I thought. Well, what movie is it? When? Oh, it's Matt that shows up in his movie.
It's Matt, yeah.
Yeah,
That was the
Matt
last
shows
one
up in
recorded.
his thing. Yeah.
When start thinking questions come up. Ned went to MIT in Massachusetts, where the story is set. New York, or where it's in New York,
It's
right?
New York.
And MIT.
I'm saying it's a mess.
it is a mess.
Like, yeah, don't think too much of. Like, I love the. I love it. It's like don't put too much thought into it. Okay, what am I supposed to do? I'm a human. You guys, you saw Inherit the Wind, right? We're not sponges. Right? It's like
Galaxy braining this one.
it's like I'm just showing up because the word spider and I'm only showing up because the word spider and man are together with a hyphen, and then I'll show up, and then that's all I care about.
And like we love Superman, we love Wonder Woman, but it's Batman and Superman and Spider-Man that drive sales.
Drive the most, yeah.
In
Drive the
comic
most sales, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Spider-Man and Batman. Batman and Spider-Man are your two big guys. You're never going to outsell them.
No. So if this movie is even competently good,
Oh,
it's going to be gangbusters. It's going to be gangbusters.
Yeah. I didn't hate any of them.
If it's really good, it's going to blow it up. It's going to blow up.
Yeah, I don't really hate any of the Tom Holland movies. I'm just not dying over them. I don't.
Exactly.
It's not like I hated it or so. I bought them all. The second one, the Mysterio parts are super awesome.
Absolutely.
Like 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
But the non-Mysterio parts, when he's farting around on the bus and his pants are falling down, like, what is this? This is like the Benny Hill show, except not funny.
I would say they're uneven, right?
They're uneven. Yeah.
And I'm going to make this as this is just analogous. Tobey Maguire is Sean Connery.
Yeah, I agree.
Tom Holland is Roger Moore.
Except that he's not good. Roger Moore is the best. He's the coolest person of all time. He's even above Wesley Snipes. Sorry, Wesley.
Well,
Roger Moore is above everybody. I'm
Roger
sorry.
Moore,
I apologize.
He's my bond. And Andrew Garfield is, I don't know.
I don't know who he is.
Is he Daniel Craig?
No. Andrew Garfield. Okay, so okay, hold on.
I give him
Andrew
Lazenby.
Yeah, but Lazenby was in the best Bond movie.
That is the
remember
best
that.
Bond movie, man. I love that movie. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's tough to make the analogy because the Roger Moore movies were still very fun and enjoyable for Bond pictures, and and people enjoyed them. Whereas the Tom Holland Spider-Mans, a lot of people are like, yeah, they're pretty cool, and they don't really watch them again. I rewatched the bunch of Spider-Mans in one movie.
Mm-hmm.
The first hour of that is abysmal. I didn't notice it in the theater because I was like, okay, I was waiting for the other Spider-Man guys. Once the second guy show, oh God, there's too many T's and all. Toby, Tom. What's the second guy?
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. When Andrew Garfield shows up and they do the spinning, from that point on, it's super entertaining and really fun because you have all the Spider-Mans together making fun of each other and talking. That's super cool. But can't get behind my house. You're welcome. You're welcome.
You know what? This might date me, but Benny Hill had that old guy. That old guy could have been the Vulture. So if the Vulture was,
that guy is awesome.
it would have totally fit.
Yeah. So I don't know. Look, it's Spider-Man. We're seeing it. I'm gonna buy it regardless. If it's good, it's gonna soar. If it's mediocre, it's gonna do very well because it's Spider-Man and people are excited for it. That's it. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line.
Now,
You did
speaking
just
of
have
Spider-Man-
Stone Cold Day, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
It is Stone Cold Day yesterday, yeah. Or the other day, 3/16.
But speaking of Spider-Man, Invincible is basically Spider-Man meets Superman.
Right.
Amalgamation, right?
Mhm.
Of these two. And I like Vaughn, this might be yours, J-Man, but this is Vaughn's alley big time because I'd never read any of these. So Vaughn, we'll go to you last.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
You're the man on this. J-Man, what are your thoughts on Invincible? Did you read it? Are you enjoying
Yeah.
it? Are you enjoying it?
I read the first 30 issues. I thought it was really cool. and then I would just like, I could just go back to Superman. Like my problem is anytime there's something similar, I'm going to go back to the original thing, even if it's good. So I was reading Invincible. I thought, this is awesome, 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 awesome. Then I just like, well, I'll just read Superman. Like it's just, I just completely lost it. So then season 1 of the cartoon came on, and I watched the entire thing. I was like, man, that was awesome. And then it's like, I'm okay. Like, and then it's the same thing with a lot of these shows. Like, I'll get pumped up in the beginning, and then I'm not saying it's bad or that it shouldn't be on, and I'm glad it's doing well. It helps comics. It helps people read comics. It gets people into the shops. I love Kirkman. I think Kirkman's great. He's a good creator. I'm liking the Transformers. So and nothing but thumbs up and positive stuff for Invincible. I'm just not that excited for it. I just lost interest in the comic and the show because, I went back to Superman and, like X-Men or whatever it was, right? Like that's just me. I think this is good for the people who are kind of like, they like superhero stuff, but they feel overwhelmed. It's sort of like, oh, I can't get into Spider-Man. There's like 4 million volumes and Iron Man's brutal. And, but Invincible, that's just one thing. It's new. I can manageably read this and catch up. It has a bit of an anime manga-ish feel to it. So I can that was the brilliance of it. So I can catch up with it as opposed to, oh, there's like 4 or 5 Spider-Man volumes. And which one should I read first? And got Superman. There's like 3 or 4 comics a month. How am I going to read all those? And, Batman, there's 4 million Batman books. Like, I'll just watch Invincible. You know what I mean? Like, so it's a good, for people who just want to watch an easier thing to digest.
Yeah. Vaughn.
Yep.
What are you thinking about season 4 so far? And question, who is this dude?
This is Brit. So Brit is kind of like their, he's got an amalgamation of Nick Fury and like another like Invincible, not Invincible, but he's a character that he's just an old guy that's pretty much invulnerable. And he's been working with the military for the government for a long time. So he's one of those type of characters, one of the other Invincible characters that Kirkman created in this universe. And he's done a bunch of them. And he's a long-standing character, and he shows up a lot in the comic. And then they branch off into like their version of their suit, of their Avengers, and they're like their Justice League. He kind of headlines that a lot, but he's more like a military man. He's always there on Earth doing different things. Anytime there's an invasion, he's always around there doing something or the other. So Brit's a long-standing Image character that's been around there for old kind of superhero, super spy kind of guy, and kind of he toes the line, the government man, and he's always there doing different stuff. But he's a good character. I didn't read much of his books. I've read some of the spin-off books. Altogether, I can't say he's a bad character. And I like Kirkman because he generally kind of goes a lot against a lot of the standard superhero tropes. And like this is one. What's going to be interesting is all the stuff that they're doing in this season right now is kind of setting up some other stuff. So they're kind of moving through the books pretty fast. I would say, what is this, season 4?
Yeah, this is S4 for the show.
Season 4, I would say they might have 2 to 3 more seasons, depending on how this season ends, because they're already kind of hinting at the Vulture War towards the end of this. So there's a couple of things that they got to do. There's got to be some other things that they got to do with Robot and the other girl as well too. There's a
Monster Girl.
Yeah, Monster Girl. There's a whole subplot of that. So I wonder if they're going to do that this season or they're going to do that next season, because that plays into like this is the first Viltrumite War. There's another one after this as well too.
Right.
That becomes even a little bit bigger.
And the irony is they released another trailer or teaser this morning, giving you a little bit of backstory into Nolan.
Yeah.
And if it's possible, he's actually not a bad dad.
No, for the most part.
When you see his mother, oh my God. And what his mother does to him?
Yeah.
Lord.
So some of that stuff, I think, from what I remember at least, isn't in the books. So they're laying some additional groundwork and context for some of these characters. Like they did a clip where they talked about the dinosaur guy. I forgot his name.
Dinosaurus. You're going to see him next.
It's Dinosaurus, right? So Dinosaurus storyline goes for a while in the book, and there's back and forth between the two of them for a number of things. So I want to see how they take that forward. My biggest part of this, like, I really love the books. And what's nice about the books compared to Superman, what you're talking about, Superman, Batman, and all these other characters, they're really self-contained. Kirkman does a lot of stuff really great in the sense that you never really have to stray into a lot of other books to kind of get your story. You're pretty self-contained, and everything happens in that world within that book. I don't have to read 5 different offshoot books. They did one originally when they did like the first Ultramite War. There was some spin-off of some of the other characters that he created, had books, so they mixed those up as well too. But that's the nice thing about this stuff is they're pretty self-contained and they're pretty linear stories in regards to how they treat them, versus like you go to an X-Men story and then they have like, 20 different books that tie into it and you have to read all those to kind of get the full story. Versus back in the day, it was just Uncanny and maybe X Factor and X Force. But now these days,
even that,
yeah,
they need to go back to. They should take like what Vaughn was just saying, and that was sort of what I was getting at earlier too.
Right.
He explained it a bit better, but like, yeah, like why is there like 10 Batmans or whatever, and then I got to read it. So a lot like now, detective comics and action are the 2 easy ones for me because they don't. Action comics is on its own and doesn't connect to anything, and so does detective, and it's like they need to go back to this. Invincible, because of the popularity of Invincible and because of the popularity of manga, DC Marvel needs to take note of this. Have one Spider-Man comic and just put your best people
on it.
If you have 3 or 4 Spider-Man books, then take your best from each one of those guys. Take your best inker artist, whatever, penciler guy. Our best writers on this one, and this one's got the best inker, this one's the best colors. Then you just take each guy, make one, call it Spider-Man. That's it. One comic number one a month. That's it. Make it the best that you can. Make it that you cannot miss the next one. Like you have to finish that comic and be like, there's no choice but to buy the next comic. Like no choice. That's what you got to. Invincible, and what Vaughn was saying. We just lost Vaughn. What the hell happened?
Oh, okay.
He had cut out for a minute, but then I thought he was okay.
Maybe his feed's gone sideways. I know there's a question about why Invincible has like the armored arms. I'm assuming that he's still not fully healed, and that's kind of like a like an exoskeleton type thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're getting him back.
But yeah, like there's something. Maybe we'll get into it at the end. But Dan Slott was on another channel and was interviewed, and he said something about how Marvel goes about doing their books, and it should worry everybody.
Oh, interesting! I did not see this.
We'll. I don't want to get it derailed because I want to get into some of the Firefly stuff because we've got about 10 minutes left. But yeah, and we can have a whole show on this because I would even love to get Sean's perspective.
Sure, let's do it.
So anyway, Dinosaurus and Invincible do a good job of beating the hell out of each other, and that's about it. And then they released one this morning with Nolan as a young adult in his 20s, and he kind of goes through a beatdown by his parents.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of these. I don't know what's going on. It's like, so I'll have to, maybe one day if I'm so inclined, I'll just do a catch up on all of this. It's all Amazon, right? So I've got Prime, so I can do it.
So can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
We just can't see
you.
I don't know what's going on here, but yeah.
It's because you dirted comic books not having like 12 crossover books a month.
12 crossover?
So the powers that be have come after you.
How dare you?
Yeah, GT James says the same thing. You mean don't miss the 11 book crossovers?
Yeah, the Triangle Superman era, where like I need a second number. It's like, to make it easier, we've got a second number. So now I have to keep track of 2 numbers: the issue number and then the triangle number. Like, really?
Yeah, exactly. So let's go to another one because this one is a favorite of Vaughn's. And Jack Ryan is back. Mm-hmm. They released a trailer yesterday, a little teaser. We're going to fly through this, and then we'll get into some of the other stuff before we call it a day. And if there are any other Spider-Man or Invincible kind of notes that we want to get to, we can double back on them. But basically, John Krasinski is back Since he doesn't have to like dress in his Fantastic Four outfit because they didn't want him.
Right.
He can now go back to Jack Ryan. And
The good
so
old
when
Jack Ryan.
Pierce, this is one of Vaughn's favorite characters. I love this character too. He gets barbecued at the beginning of this trailer. So I don't even know how he survives this.
That's a good question,
But he gets
Okay.
absolutely marshmallowed at this one. And then there's the big bad, and he pulls Jack back into it. This one's going to be a lot more international. He's getting shot at here, and he goes, "I'm not coming back." And he goes, "Oh, yes, you are." And spy hijinks take over. Yeah. So this one, is this Spectre, Vaughn? Which one is this one? From Bond. Because this has, I think it's a very Bond feeling.
Yeah.
From one of the Craig ones.
It's like Bond for TV in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
They're trying to do, right? And the fact that it's a standalone, it's not another season.
Yeah, this is a film.
So I guess it's just like they didn't want to spend the money on a 8 or whatever budget series, but they'll say we'll commit to a 2-hour, right?
Yeah, because that's 10 hours, right? That's 8 to 10 hours.
8 to 10 hours, right? But they'll just do a 2.5, maybe.
Skyfall. That's right. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Bernice Elholm, I think her name was. She was the Sam Mendes one. Absolutely. Yeah. And yes, it is Bunk. He will forever be Bunk.
Yeah.
So lots of shooting. Sienna Miller, who in my heart of hearts is still the Baroness. I loved her as Baroness.
Yeah. That's probably her most, like, the way that they did her in the Baroness was probably.
Oh, yeah. She looked great.
Yeah. I didn't know who she was. Like, she doesn't do many roles. That's the other thing, too, right? As an actor?
But I think she was with Jude Law for a while.
Or was she?
Yeah.
I think she was in Curb Your Enthusiasm. I think it was Sienna Miller in Curb Your Enthusiasm. The last season, he was like dating her or something stupid. It was like something ridiculous, right?
That's the best thing about Curb.
Yeah.
That
the expectations of it all. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got some news for you. Nathan Fillion had been walking around, showing up at his friend's doorstep,
trailers,
filming them, right?
Their thing trailers, yeah.
Yeah, and so now word has come out that they're going to do a Firefly animated series. So everyone involved is going to reprise their roles, and they've actually released some concept art, which we'll get to in a little bit. So it says Nathan Fillion has just revealed at AwesomeCon that an animated Firefly series is in advanced development based on the beloved cult hit sci-fi franchise, and Deadline has the details. So that's all you really have to know. And here is the art. So what do you think?
It won't look like that by the end of it.
No, they won't, because you can't animate that.
Yeah.
But what do you all think of Firefly coming back?
I like the idea of it. I don't like the timeline of where they're placing it in the Firefly continuity. I would have liked, and I get you wouldn't be able to get the same actors, but I think it would have had more life if they took it back when Mal and what's her name first initially met, and they progress up the timeline until the show eventually starts, because they have a whole backstory of a number of seasons. Like, they could have moved around a little bit differently in the timeline of the show and to give it a little bit more life. I just feel like when they do this, once it doesn't get, depending on where they put it, once it doesn't get the numbers that they need, it's going to be hard to keep it going. And also it doesn't set up well for additional seasons, I personally think. Right?
Interesting.
So they could have done what they did with Buffy after Buffy finished, right? They did the 8th or whatever season. They did season 10 as a comic, and they could have done that.
I had that. Right? Yeah.
So I would have thought that would have been a better play. And they could have done it after the Firefly movie, because then you could have had a clean start. You're going to put it right in between the TV show and the movie now, and then there's a whole thing of, I don't know if this is probably going to go on Amazon, knowing how it's going to be looking. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, and that is a funny comment too. Yeah, a Whedon-less. You haven't heard anything about him in a minute. Like, it's funny because I know what he did, but he got it worse than who's the other guy that did the X-Men that got really bad?
Bryan Singer.
Like, it seems like Whedon got it worse than Bryan Singer.
And Bryan Singer produced worse. Joss Whedon produced good shows. Bryan Singer produced garbage movies.
Yeah, I guess it's maybe
except
all
for
the
Valkyrie.
yeah, except for maybe because all the actors came out afterward and just said, yeah, he
Yeah.
truly was that much of a dick. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
And speaking of Buffy, we've got some Buffy news.
yeah.
So let's
Can you play without getting flagged, Mr. Man?
yeah, because it's
So I am really sad to have to share this, but I wanted you all to hear it from me. Unfortunately, Hulu has decided not to move forward with Buffy New Sunnydale. I want to thank Chloe Zhao because I never thought I would find myself back in Buffy's stylish yet affordable boots. And thanks to Chloe, I was reminded how much I love her and how much she means not only to me, but to all of you. And this doesn't change any of that. And I promise, if the apocalypse actually comes, you could still beat me.
Who's Chloe Zhao? Like, where is she?
She's the
from?
director of that of Eternals.
Oh, so she was producing it, or she's directing it?
She was directing
directing it.
she was going to direct it.
Okay.
Yeah, like I don't care. Listen, when it's done, it's done. Even for Firefly, I own all the seasons and the movie, and I watched it all. I thought it was a really good show. It's over. Like it's too late now. Like, you know what I mean? Like same with Buffy. It's done.
Some things have its time, and it's really
that's
weird.
it. It's done. Yeah.
It might just be me, but I find that a lot of shows that were like 90s driven, that's their shelf life.
Yep, I agree with you 100%.
Something about the 90s where it was like that specific time, and mining it for something else, it's almost impossible.
I agree.
I'm not quite sure why. Maybe it's too soon.
I think it's more the content doesn't resonate in the same modern day feel that it did 15 years ago. Sensibilities and topical stuff you don't see it the same. Right.
This Vaughn, man, you're so okay. You guys are so right on everything. Okay, first off, because things in the 90s were still produced and for people of a target audience that don't care about stuff 5 minutes after it's over. It's like there in 20 years from now, there's not going to be Twilight Saga conventions, right? Whereas Star Trek's conventions are still going. Star Wars is still going. He-Man is still going. Thundercats is still going. G.I. Joe is still going. All of these things that were produced, they don't care. Firefly had a chance. It didn't last long enough to develop the following that it deserved. It deserved a big following. Unfortunately, it did not get that. So that was one that could have continued, but it didn't. And I love the show. My wife loves the show. We watched it, thought it was great. We bought it. Yay. But it's done now. It's too late. This Buffy the movie, I've memorized the Buffy movie. Like I've seen it a million times with Christy Swanson. I watched the show. I was really excited for it. I lost interest in it. It went too long, but also it just kind of like fizzled out for me. And Angel was okay. My buddy loves Buffy. Steve, the other Steve, Steven, he loves Buffy and Angel. He loved those shows, but it's over now. The thing is, it's like it's just produced for people that were kind of like, yeah, that was a good show. And then they don't really care about it. Like none of these things are coming back. And these shows from so long ago, like He-Man is still back. Like that trailer has the most views of any of these trailers. Like it's beating Star Wars and Doomsday. It's He-Man. What the heck? But that's because the people that loved He-Man never let it go. Same with Spider-Man. You love Spider-Man. You're even you guys. I'm not as into it anymore. Whatever. You're going to be there opening day for Spider-Man. Who cares, right? No matter what. Same with X-Men. Every X movie, I was like, that was kind of disappointing. That was okay. It was all right. New X-Men movie, I'm there.
It's one of those brands that are still strong no matter what. Like depending on where the brand lives, right, in your context, it's still no matter what, you'll be there.
Yeah. Like because where's the Twilight tattoos, right? Like it's like like I've seen Skeletor. Now all of a sudden everyone's my Skeletor tattoo. X-Men, Spider-Man. I got Spider-Man one. There's Spider-Man right there. It's like where these guys are going to go on forever. This other stuff, it's just not happening. Like there might be some people with some Buffy tattoos and stuff because that was a big following. So that had a potential. That actually had potential. But unfortunately, to do Buffy now in the actual way it should be done is going to be problematic for people. Right, because of whatever issues they want to get upset at. and they're not going to have it. So it's just not going to work. Back then, it was still a little bit in the who cares? We're making a show. It's just there. Like Buffy needs to kick ass.
Yeah.
You can't start getting into this like, what is the world like and all that. It's like, what are you talking about? This is a vampire thing. Just have her kick ass. Like that's all people want to see. She still looks very good. I don't know how old she is. She looks very good still. She could come back.
Yeah.
Same with Firefly. If this comes back, it better be kick-ass action pulp adventures. That's what Firefly is.
Absolutely.
It's adventuring. It can't be this like, well, we got to be all like, correct and stuff. It's like, well, it doesn't have to be incorrect. It just has to be an adventure.
Yeah.
That's why Star Wars is failing. Can you imagine that He-Man, the trailer, we talked about this. There's like, 10 times more people watched the He-Man trailer than Mandalorian.
It's crazy.
This is Star Wars, guys. I mean, there's already more views on Spider-Man's trailer than there was like Spider-Man trailer by in the next 24 hours. It'll triple the Mandalorian trailer.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like,
Easily.
I can hear they're smart.
Steve, you're cutting out.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
They're smart because they waited forever.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, Super Bowl? When's this thing showing? Are they even going to have a trailer?
Yeah.
Right? It's going to break the internet, this trailer.
Well, that's nice now because it's so
Sure,
short. They're going to do another trailer like maybe a month out, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then that'll give you enough context for people because the lifespan of people's attentions are so short now these days. You can't push like Doomsday and Avengers are a little bit of a different story, but you want to kind of give it close to the medium of time so it still stays in their like people's mind that they got to see this and they got to see it on day one, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's short enough time span now between you thinking mid-March, April, May, June, July. So we talk what 2.5, 3 months, right? Before it's going to be like, okay, I got to go see this thing and I got to be there day one, right?
Yep. 1.5 million people have watched since we started.
Since we started.
Yeah, it was at 3 million.
And now it's
when
at
I watched the
4.5?
trailer. Now it's 5 point. Sorry, what am I saying? What am I saying? No, it's at 5.5 million.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's at 5.5 million. And oh my God, so 2.5 million people watched this trailer in the
40
last hour.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like,
And so it was obviously released early because the Australian channel reactors.
Yeah, I
they were
saw
the
it
ones
this morning.
that I was like, what? Everyone had an Aussie accent, right? Because they're ahead of us. And so when you think about it, they're killing it. Like these are crazy numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, this will be Mandalorian. This will crush all this. So, and you know what's funny? It's not Marvel, guys. Oh, Marvel's back.
Yeah, it's not Marvel.
Stop saying Marvel. I think they get like 1.01 cents for any. It's like Sony. When Sony got that Spider-Man, they're never letting it go. You'll have to try it.
That would be like McDonald's giving Burger King the Big Mac. And
Right,
like,
it would never happen.
Ever.
I love Big Macs, buddy. You just got me so hungry, and I'm getting pizza tonight. I love Big Macs. It's
That's
great
amazing.
thing.
Hey, what's up, Legion?
Legion, what's going on, dude? Yeah. Looks way better than the last three. I agree with that.
Absolutely. I'm completely 100% with you there.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Really Punisher's Netflix too. Ha ha ha. That's true. And then you know what? DJ Red Show, Sony is making up for stuff. Because
hopefully they listened.
Can
I say a hot take? I prefer this Punisher. I like Daredevil season 2 Punisher, but after that I don't like Punisher in the Daredevil. I don't like that. He's like some insane lunatic yelling and screaming like a mental case. It's like, what is your problem? He's supposed to be cold, calculating, vigilante, takes care of business. He's not supposed to be an insane, raving lunatic. I prefer this version. At least in this, he seems a little bit more lighter.
You know who he actually reminds me of? I think Barenthal's channeling Shane from Walking Dead.
Yeah, I liked Shane.
Shane was so good. Like awesome. He's got that edge, right? Yeah, but he's not a loony. Like he's not. Yeah, he's not psycho. Yeah, he's crazy, but he's not psycho. If that's
he was in Born Again season whatever. He's like a raving mad lunatic. Like, it's like, dude, relax. Like, what is your problem? Like,
I never watched those ones.
Don't watch them. Yeah. The first 2 seasons of Daredevil are pretty solid. Season 3 is pretty good. Bullseye's pretty pretty
I saw
crazy.
the first season. I think I saw some of the second, but I didn't watch all of 2, and I didn't watch 3. I haven't
Season
watched
two's
none
got
of the
Electro,
Daredevil
man.
stuff in this season on
Yeah.
Disney Plus. I haven't watched none of that. I
Oh,
haven't
yeah,
watched
that was brutal.
Yeah, you know what? Life's short. You don't have to.
Yeah, don't want, but season 2 has Elektra. She's pretty badass.
Season 1 is unparalleled. Season 2 is
Season 1's awesome too.
is there with it.
I like season 2 still.
Yeah,
It could be, both seasons could be maybe 3 episodes shorter.
All of them could be, like, because
Yeah,
Yeah.
Netflix does all the fluff.
when they got to
Yeah.
episode 7 in every season sucks.
Yeah,
So
This flashback episode.
flashback episode. It's how
Filler
the
episode.
villain went to like the primary school. Like, you didn't get pudding in like
Yeah, like, whatever.
kindergarten. It's
Like-
like, I don't care. I don't care about Purple Man. Purple Man is just the force of nature. Let Jessica Jones deal with him. I don't care.
I wish Purple Man won because it's David Tennant. He was awesome. I
Yeah.
can't stand Jessica Jones. I can't stand her stupid face. I hate her. Any hero who's like, I don't want to be a hero. Why am I watching the show? It's like, if you don't want to be a hero and do stuff, then we shouldn't be watching the show. Or you, at the end of the show, you will want to be a hero, and then season 2 you'll be the hero. But that didn't happen anyway. So what's going on here?
Well, Legion and Al, I like where you're going with this.
What's happening here?
Are we losing you, J-Man?
Oh no, I'm here. I know. I'm trying to read what's been going on with these two.
Oh, yeah. So basically, it's saying that it's like a montage of covers, and the way that I see it is, they're going to do what they did in First Steps with FF. So, like when they're fighting Red Ghost and stuff. So you're going to get a lot of these, but they're going to be covers. So it's going to be this
Yes.
3-second clip is a cover. This 3-second clip is a cover. That's why.
That's because Deadpool and Wolverine did it. So
Yeah.
quick, get your notebooks out. Oh, that was an X-Men cover. Oh, that was another one. Oh, that's from this. Quick, write all that down. And then First Steps. Look, they fought all these villains and wasted them in like 1 minute of screen time. It's like, oh, okay, that's fun.
Yeah, I have a feeling a lot of it might be, some of that might be within a montage, like an
Yeah.
Absolutely.
15-minute montage of him doing his Spider-Man stuff over this last 4 years.
Mhm.
So my idea, I talked this with Steve Vaughn, if you heard it. My idea was every Spider-Man movie needs to be a James Bond movie. The first 15 minutes can be a lesser villain
Yeah.
where the story's already started. So it's like, all right, Tarantula, I'm going to stop you. Oh, no, you're not Spider-Man. And then it's a 15-minute action scene. Then there's a break in the action where Peter is doing whatever that movie's going to do. So he's doing a report, or he's doing photography, or he's in wherever he is. And then the villain of that movie, the better villain, let's say Scorpion, gets introduced. And then let's say Jameson's like, oh, this Spider-Man's a menace, so I'm going to get Scorpion, get in the suit. He fights him. Scorpion defeats Spider-Man. This is a comic thing. He's defeated in the first fight. It's like Rocky. If somebody loses, and then he wins later. And then Spider-Man has to go back, regroup himself, deal with MJ in school and whatever, come back for the final fight at the end. And then that way, every Spider-Man movie has a James Bond formula, which is that pre-credit little mini mission, and then the real mission. And that way you can market 2 villains in everything. You got your Happy Meals, you got your T-shirts, and then you can always do a movie where those mini guys maybe all come back for something, or whatever. Yeah. Whatever it is. But that's it. And then you have your 2 villains. You have a stinger guy in the beginning, just 15 minutes. And then the movie could be 2 hours. You have a thing in the beginning. That's it. It's really, Iron Man can do this. This is the template. Just copy it. Just copy James Bond.
And it doesn't distract from the narrative. Because
Right.
you have 2 villains, especially when they don't have the same motivation.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing it? Like, what do you like? Venom and Sandman are the
that's-
oddest combination. It's the oddest combination.
How can Venom is too big of a story,
Absolutely.
because you have 2 villains in Venom. You have Eddie, who doesn't like Peter, and you have Venom that doesn't like Spidey. So that's 2 villains for the 2 identities. Venom is kind of a very brilliant idea,
Absolutely.
because a lot of people hate Peter, and then there's a lot of people that hate Spider-Man, but this is the guy who hates them both for equal reasons.
Yeah.
And that is basically one villain. Like, the second he got introduced, I was like, oh dear, because Sandman looked, and that guy, was that Toph? No, who was that?
That was the guy from
Anyways, he was awesome, man. Like, he looked.
I got to look him up before we go.
Yeah, he is absolutely friggin' awesome in that. And then him being there with Uncle Ben, that was so stupid. That's a movie trilogy. They literally said that in Scream 3. They're like, there's always something to harken back to the first movie. It's the trilogy rules. I'm like, don't do the trilogy rules. Like, Scream can do it because it's a parody of slashers.
It was Thomas Hayden Church.
Topher Grace. I was going to say Topher. You know what?
Topher Grace was Venom, but Thomas Hayden Church was Sandman.
Thomas Hayden Church is who I was talking about. Yeah. Thomas Hayden Church. That guy. His face was awesome. That had to be one of the best visual characters.
I think personally, Sandman, Chris Reeve Superman, and the first Iron Man movie, those are the trifecta of the most awesome representations of comic book characters.
I like Rorschach.
Rorschach is up there as well too.
Who'd you say? Sorry. Well, Chris Reeve is obvious.
Chris Reeve Superman.
Yeah.
The first Iron Man movie. So the Sam Winston, Tony Stark, like the Iron Man armor.
That was awesome.
And Thomas Hayden Church as Sandman.
Yeah, he's awesome.
In terms of like panel, movie.
Yeah. He's exact.
Like which is which.
Yeah,
those
exactly. Perfect.
Rorschach is as well. You can quibble with Spider-Man's outfit. You can quibble with the Hulk.
Yeah.
You can quibble with Batman or the Batman.
Yes. Yeah.
You can quibble with everyone. Maybe Linda Carter is up there.
Oh, Linda Carter is up there.
So there's
that's
four.
not a maybe. I'll it's not a
right?
maybe. she's the real Wonder Woman. She still is Wonder Woman. She's the real Wonder Woman right now. Even though I like Gal Gadot, but
absolutely.
She's the real Wonder Woman.
Just winning twice, essentially. Yeah. Well, gentlemen, this was awesome. Thanks for everyone who came in, viewed, commented. We really appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe. J-Man's channel. Rockin' and Rollin', He-Man, FF, Avengers. You got to check that out. Comics Asylum. Check us out as well, too. We'll be here every Wednesday at 2, giving you the latest news. And J-Man, whenever you're available, you're more than welcome to join us. And I will be seeing you guys on Friday with J-Man and Decepticon because we're going to be going over some FF.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Take care and see you in 7.
Of course.